Jay Jones with him in the backfield. A throw on 1st down and 10. It's in and out of the hands of the tight end, Wes Saxton. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion, with time out to the sideline, and the catch is made. Jeremy Jones hauls it in for a pickup of 6.
And as he's come down here to the United States and played college football.
Now 3rd down, he can run it too. Escapes 1 tackle, he's across the 45 and very close to the 1st down marker, and they've got.
See his athleticism. You're going to watch 50. And Derek McKinney, the linebacker right here, he thinks he has him. Almost does, but no. Bridge gets away, athletic enough to turn that corner with speed and pick up a huge 1st down for South Alabama on 3rd down.
2nd down and 10. Bridge looking deep down the middle of the field through double coverage and incomplete. Claude Garrett was there and it went right through his hands.
Against UAB, they're letting receivers get down the field, and right here the receiver splits the 2 safeties, and a nice ball by Bridge, and it should have been caught, and that should have been a huge play.
3rd down and 10, plenty of pressure. Flag comes on the play as Bridge unloads. That pass incomplete. And we'll have to check what's going on in the backfield.
Yeah, it's going to be.
After a 25-yard punt, Bridge on 1st down, gets a completion and then some. Down to the 15-yard line to his tight end, Wes Saxton.
Good 8-yard pickup on 1st down.
Screen pass, nowhere to go. Jeremy Jones quickly stopped by Tevez Calhoun. Oh, we've got to be aggressive. They need 6 yards, and they do get that. That's good for a pickup of 7.
I do not believe they can run on this defensive front of Mississippi State, but they can believe they can throw on it. You see the slant routes from the inside and the outside receiver there.
Early on, a variety of formations. And now it's to the outside for Bridge. Nice 1st down scamper for 6.
Yeah, and Woodson's going to throw a good block, 18. And just good speed by Bridge. Get to that. Look at him lower his shoulders. I love that. Pads, I love that.
Looking for the fade into the end zone. Shavarez Smith. Out of bounds.
Well, and you see the side judge and the back judge put their hand over their heads. All stayed in bounds. Too much contact. Right there is pass interference. The only reason it's not called on number 2, Will Redmond, is because that ball was not catchable.
Brandon Bridge under pressure. Unloads. Catch is made. 1st down. They move the ball. It's Jeremy Jones. And there does. Pressure comes from the far side. Ball is loose on the ground. Bulldogs say they've got it. And they do. Good-sized Mississippi State contingent here with a nice roar after the turnover.
When we talked about a second on him comfortable in the pocket, that's what you do. Watch this collapse on him. You're going to see a blitz come from the outside. The pocket collapses, but now if you're Brandon Bridge, you better secure that ball in traffic. Watch, he has it out, and it gets slapped down and away, and an easy recovery by Mississippi State. But again, that happened because pressure gets positive yards.
If he's 5'9", I'm Robert Wadlow. Bridge all day, far sideline, wide open. 1st down to Jeremy Jones. He's still working, and they'll call him out at the 44. Bridge now taking his time, empties the backfield. Right over the middle. And a short pickup back to Wes Saxton. Empty backfield. Bulldogs bring pressure, and it pays off. Loss of 4 on the play. Nelson Adams gets the stop of Brandon Bridge.
And they dialed up pressure. 22, Matthew Wells from the outside linebacker position. He's going to come off the left side of the screen. Again, success out of the Mississippi State defense when they send pressure at Brandon Bridge. When they don't, he gets comfortable in the pocket. He scans the field, and his receivers are getting open. So I would.
Play clock is under 5. And that is almost intercepted. That would have been a nice play from Matt Wells. The linebacker got one hand on it and couldn't glue it to his hand.
And the thing that Wells did that's outstanding there, he did not have a back lower underneath him in the flat to worry about. He kept getting deeper. They pinched the...
Bridge unleashes a dart, and that's going to get out to at least midfield. Room to run, and a big-time pickup for the Jaguars to Shavarez Smith.
4 rushers from Mississippi State. No blitzes dialed up. And Smith gets loose right down the seam into the post. A good split. The throw right now, South Alabama is exploiting it.
Plenty of blockers and a short pickup. And Shavarez Smith. There's 3 down linemen and now an empty backfield. Houston goes in motion. And that is a first down for USA.
13, he's in the slot, like I said. He's a big guy, a tight end, 6'4", 235. He's been a big target.
He dropped it the first time they threw it to him today. 3 straight catches for him. Back to the middle. And another Jaguar first down. Catch.
And that's just a high-low. You have Sexton underneath. You see Broadnax just run the crossing route on top. The defender has to pick one or the other, and Bridge throws to the one that's not covered, and a nice catch by Broadnax. And
opportunity to tie the game. They go on the handoff, trying to turn the corner. Not a lot of room for Smith as the Bulldogs defense sniffed it out. Through the middle with Bridge, who's got good size at 235. I like you talking in the slot, good all afternoon. To the far sideline, incomplete. Wanted Jeremy Jones, and he had to get rid of the ball.
This year, if you hit the quarterback low, it could be a penalty. But as we take a look at the big tight end, Wes Sexton, you see them.
Senior Brandon Bridge on first down with pressure to the near sideline. Completion there, out ahead to Danny Woodson.
Obviously, but some momentum going into halftime would be great.
Brandon Bridge, big guy, didn't have the hops he needed there to get over Beniquez Brown, the linebacker.
Watch Bridge, this is 6'6", whoop, going up. I tell you, he just got caught that left heel.
Play in the NFL one day. To the air, one-on-one down the sideline, and in and out of the hands of Woodson. Bridge is intercepted. Trying to go one-on-one. It's taken away by Will Redmond, who read his eyes perfectly.
Yeah, and, you know, I hate to be Captain Obvious, just killer for South Alabama. You just can't throw a pick there if you're Brandon Bridge. Now you give it back to Mississippi State. I mean, he just threw it right to the DB, who made a nice job catching it. Will Red go vertical, because that's where Mississippi State has been beat.
Only a 3-man rush, and Bridge attacks the middle of the field. Moving to Wes Saxton, his tight end. Pointed they didn't get any catches from Saxton last week. Didn't really target him. Now Bridge unloads deep downfield. Incomplete at the 20-yard line. Shavarez Smith got his hands on the ball.
Well, there's the home run, Mike, and we've said it. We're going to sound like a broken record. You have to make these big plays. This one looked catchable by Smith, and it is. I mean, that goes right through his arms. Brandon Bridge cannot run the ball out there and set it any better. You just
Mississippi State. Garrett dropped that ball as well. Second down, a couple of options. He doesn't like any of them and throws it away.
First down.
So they do, not exactly how they wanted, keep the ball on the ground. And a very late flag comes in.
Look at him and see if we can see what happens. Good sack, the pocket collapse. Jones gets the sack. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is ruin it with a stupid penalty. Doing a little dance and a salute. So when you do any...
Bridge, 4 wide receivers, and it's almost taken away once again. One to the outside, Matt Wells So they face another third down. Last time it was Bridge going down, and this time it's another incomplete pass. Javaris Smith dropped the big one earlier on this drive, and that
was low and away. This is what you want to do. Throw the fastball down low. Your receiver has to go down and make that catch to keep the drive alive. Move the
10 from the 25. Play fake. Bridge over the middle. Catch is made by Jeremy Jones.
South Alabama.
Throwing again, and nothing doing for Bridge. Swallowed up by Preston Smith.
And good pressure that time, getting the Bridge by 91, Preston Smith. The secondary was in a cover 4. They had 4 deep as South Alabama tried to go vertical with receivers.
Pressure up the middle, and Bridge denied going that way. Looking downfield, and he's got Jeremy Jones again, right back near the first down marker. Way to make something out of what was originally nothing.
I thought Bridge was in trouble there. He steps up into the pocket. You're going to watch it. It's going to close on him. He's scanning. He's going to run. Runs into his big offensive lineman. Slides to the left. And look at the arm strength. Running to the left like that. Able to throw the ball back across his body.
Last pickup was a first down into traffic. Javaris Smith makes the catch from Bridge. Bridge far sideline, hangs in the air, and it's incomplete. Jamerson Love with some elevation, trying to take that one away.
And that got time good coverage, just man on man. Jamerson Love turns with the receiver, runs, goes up and high points it. Nice job. Smith shows you he has some speed. He can get down that sideline. But Love says, I'm going to turn with you and I'm going to play the ball. Actually had it. He has to complete the catch when he came down
in 9. They fake the handoff to Timmons, and Bridge is wrapped up by Bernardrick McKinney, the leader of the defense, the middle linebacker with the sack.
Yeah, and they call McKinney just a physical freak. Runs a 4.55 40, and Mike, he's got a 41-inch vertical leap. I mean, that.
Bridge with plenty of time. In and out of the hands of Jeremy Jones. And they have been plagued all day by balls that have hit receivers' hands and have gone incomplete.
Yeah, that Bridge better throws that time. Mississippi State dialed up a blitz. South Alabama picked it up. Jones runs a corner route.
At the feet of Xavier Johnson as Bridge was getting pushed toward the back of the end zone.
And that's what the official was letting you know. I mean, the pressure was barreling down on him. Had a receiver right off to the left. Xavier Johnson throws it at his feet. Totally legal. And the official let you know it. Good stuff, too. And you get noticed quickly when you put numbers up like this coming out of the SEC.
On first down and 10, Bridge throwing. And Wes Saxton has the catch, but nothing further for the.
Playing a good team here. Keep fighting.
Blitz comes from the corner as Bridge still gets it off. And it's tipped and falls incomplete. Tevez Calhoun got his hand on it, but credit to Bridge, who was facing pressure from all sides.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Again, the Mississippi State dials up pressure. They come at him. You're going to see from the right side of your screen and the left side of the screen.
It's like the trash compactor in Star Wars.
And Bridge did a good job getting that pass out there. Receiver just couldn't get up and make a play. A good job to things. And then recruiting, we talked about that. They're in a good area down south.
You might say a very fertile recruiting area.
The community and the university in South Alabama has that. So all 4 of those checkpoints they have hit.
Ball dropped. As Christian Holmes got his hands on it. And 1B for Mississippi State.
And again, getting to Bridge. They can throw the ball just at defense, and that was the right call there.
Pressure comes, second down and 5. Saxton, the tight end, tries to shake off a couple tackles, but he does get forward progress. Bridge gets away from the initial pressure and gives himself up at the 44-yard line.
I'm very impressed with Brandon Bridge.
And he throws out to Jeremy Jones, who's been far and away his leading target today. That should be enough for a first down.
Experience, and you know, it's going to help them along the way in the Sun Belt.
Bridge, does he have enough speed? He does to get around the corner. And he goes from the 39-yard line all the way down defensive line.
Well, you know, Bridge is from Ontario, Canada. I asked him if he could skate. He skates around the corner on this one. Thought he was going to get knocked out of bounds. Just enough speed to beat the big D lineman, turn the corner.
Went to a French school where he was taught exclusively in French through 8th grade. Through 3 defenders, lucky to have that ball end up on the ground. And 10 with the ball on the 18-yard line. Bridge hit as he throws. That ball is loose toward the far sideline and recovered by Mississippi State. Bridge is down.
And it was McKinney who picked this up. The referee calls it a fumble. You saw the beanbag go in. Yeah, and I don't believe the arm was going forward at all. And you see the hit. Brandon Bridge takes sandwich between a couple defenders. Good job by McKinney, and that was Preston Smith, 91, that